My beloved child, hear me now as I call to you through the clamor of this world. This is no ordinary message lost in the sea of voices that surround you. It is personal, divine, and crafted with your name etched upon every word. I see you, not merely the shadow you cast before others, but the real you, the one who wrestles with struggles in the silence of night, who lives prayers in hope, who dreams of a brighter tomorrow, and who sometimes falters under the weight of doubt. I know every tear you've shed, every whispered plea, every silent longing of your heart. Today, I stand before you with a promise that can transform your life, if only you will let it sink deep into your soul. I am eager to pour out blessings upon you, blessings I've prepared since the dawn of time, tailored to the contours of your spirit. But here's the truth. My child, so many miss what I long to give because they turn away too soon. They grow weary just as the dawn of their breakthrough nears, stepping back when they are on the very edge of my glory. Do not let that be you. This message carries the power to unlock the treasures I've held in store, blessings of peace to calm your storms, joy to lift your weary heart, and strength to carry you through every trial. But to receive them fully, you must listen until the end, for every word I speak is a thread in the tapestry of love I am weaving for you. Consider this. When I walked among you on the earth, I spoke to the crowds, yet my words were always meant for the one who hungered for truth, the one who sought me with an open heart. To the woman at the well, I offered living water. To the blind man, I gave sight. To the weary fishermen, I called them to follow. Each heard me because they stayed, they listened, they trusted. My child, I am speaking to you now as I spoke to the men. I see the battles you face, the moments you feel unseen, the nights you wonder if your prayers reach beyond the ceiling of your room. I know the dreams you hold close, afraid to speak them aloud, and the doubts that creep in like shadows at dusk. I see it all, and I am here, eager to meet you in that place of need. Why do I ask you to listen fully? Because my words are not fleeting. They are eternal, sealed with the promise of my love. Why say I want to bless you? It is not a vague hope or a distant wish. It is a declaration rooted in the same power that raised me from the grave, the same voice that calmed the raging sea. Every syllable I utter is intentional, designed to pierce through the noise and reach the depths of your being. If you walk away now, you risk missing the very thing you've been praying for, the answer that lingers just beyond the next breath, the breakthrough that waits at the end of this journey with me. Picture a traveler on a long road, parched and weary under the sun. Just as he turns back, convinced no relief will come, he misses the oasis that lies mere steps ahead. My child, you are that traveler, and I am the oasis, your source of life, your refuge, your rest. I long to quench your thirst with my presence, to renew your spirit with my promises. But I need you to stay with me, to trust that I am leading you somewhere beautiful, even when the path feels uncertain. My words are the light your heart has been longing for, a beacon to guide you through the darkness. Let them sink in. Let them take root, for they are not mere sounds. They are my eternal promise to you, unshaken by time, unbroken by circumstance. When I hung upon the cross, my child, I thought of you. Every nail, every drop of blood, every labor breath was for you, not just to redeem you from sin, but to draw you into a life overflowing with my goodness. I did not endure that agony for you to live half-hearted, distracted, or defeated. I endured it so you might hear my voice today and know that I am here, ready to unfold my promises in your life. This is your moment, a divine appointment where heaven bends low to meet earth, where my heart reaches out to yours. Do not miss what I am about to say, for it could be the very answer you've sought in the quiet of your soul. So, my beloved, leaning close, shut out the clamor of the world, the worries that tug at your mind, the voices that drown out my whisper. Let me speak to you as a father to his child, as a shepherd to his lamb. I am eager to bless you, to wrap you in my love, to show you how deeply I care. My promises are not empty. They're alive, pulsing with the power of my spirit, ready to break forth in your life. Stay with me. Listen to every word, and let me lead you into the blessings I've prepared. This is not the end of my message, but the beginning of something new for you. Trust me, my child, and let us walk this path together. My beloved child, I come to you today with a heart overflowing with eagerness to bless you, not with fleeting gifts that fade, but with a love so deep, so intentional, that it meets the very core of who you are. My blessings are not random, scattered like leaves in the wind. They are deliberate, crafted with your name written upon them, designed to fill the deepest needs of your heart. From a moment I knit you together in your mother's womb, I set my love upon you, a love unwavering, unconditional, and everlasting. I see your worth when you feel unworthy, your potential when you feel stuck, and I long to pour out my goodness upon you. Imagine a river, steady and strong, flowing through the driest lands, bringing life wherever it goes. That is my desire for you, that my blessings would rush into your life like a torrent, quenching your thirst, renewing your spirit, washing away the dust of despair. You may wonder, why me? Why would you care so much about me? Because you're mine, my child. I see you as no one else can, not through the lens of your failures or your fears, but through the eyes of a father who delights in his creation. My blessings are not rewards for perfection or prizes for performance. They are gifts, freely given because you belong to me. Were these blessings I speak of, they're not merely gold or silver, though I care for your needs. They are peace when the storms of life howl around you, joy when a night stretches long and lonely, strength when the burdens you carry feel too heavy to bear. I see you in your quiet moments, when the world fades and your heart lays bare before me. I know the ache you feel, the questions you wrestle with, the dreams you scarcely dare to dream, and I am here, eager to meet you there, not with judgment, but with grace, not with silence, but with promises that endure. When I walked the earth, I met a woman bent low by shame, drawing water under the midday sun. The world had cast her aside, but I saw her. I spoke to her, offered her living water, my blessing that would never run dry. To the leper, I gave healing. To the grieving mother, I restored her son. My child, I'm the same today as I was then. My heart yearns to bless you, to lift you from the dust, to breathe life into the places you've deemed dead. But I need you to open your heart, to let go of the doubt that whispers you're not enough, the fear that says my promises are for someone else. They are for you. Here now, picture a father preparing a feast for his child, setting the table with care, choosing every dish to delight and nourish. That is how I prepare my blessings for you, every moment of your life. I've been watching over you, through the triumphs that made your heart sing, through the tears that stained your pillow. My love flows like that river, steady and unbroken, carrying life to every corner of your being. When you feel parched, when a world leaves you empty, come to me. Drink deeply of my love, for it will never fail you. Why do some miss this? Because they close their hearts. They turn away. They let the noise of the world drown out my voice. But you, my child, are here with me now. Trust that I am working for your good, even when you cannot see the path ahead. My blessings are not distant. They are near, waiting for you to receive them. When I calmed the storm on the Sea of Galilee, my disciples marveled. Yet that same power rests in my hands today, ready to still the chaos in your life. When I fed the 5,000, I did not merely fill their bellies. I showed them my heart. I am eager to show you that heart now. So, my beloved, believe this truth. I am not a far-off God, watching from the heavens with indifference. I am near, closer than your next breath, longing to flood your life with my goodness. Open your hands, release the fears that cling to you, and let me fill them with my peace. Open your spirit, let go the lies that bind you, and let me pour in my joy. My blessings are not a transaction. They're an overflow of who I am. I am love, and that love is yours, unwavering and eternal. Step into this promise, my child. Do not shrink back. Do not let the shadows of doubt dim the light I offer. I am eager to bless you. Not tomorrow, not someday, but today. Trust me. Rest in my love and watch as my goodness unfolds before you. This is my promise, sealed by my blood, carried by my spirit, and spoken directly to your heart. You are mine, and I delight in you. My beloved child, I want you to know this with every fiber of your being. I see you, not the mask you wear for the world, not the version of yourself you present to others, but the real you, the one who stands alone in the quiet, the one who wrestles with questions in the stillness, the one who carries burdens no one else can see. I see you when your smile hides your pain, when your strength falters, and you feel you cannot take another step. Every triumph that lifts your spirit, every tear that falls unseen, every prayer you breathe. I see it all, and you are never beyond my gaze. More than that, I hear you. Every whisper that escapes your lips, every cry that rises from the depths of your soul, every word too heavy to speak aloud. I hear it all. Not a single sound falls on deaf ears. Not a single plea goes unnoticed. When you feel overlooked by the world, forgotten in the rush of life, remember this. I am listening. My ears are attuned to your voice, my heart inclined toward you. You do not need a shout to gain my attention, for I am already here, nearer than you can imagine. You might ask, Lord, if you see me, if you hear me, why have my prayers not been answered as I hoped? My child, I need you to understand this. I am always answering, though my ways may not mirror your expectations. Sometimes my answer comes as a door flung wide, a prayer fulfilled in the exact shape of your longing. I did this for the centurion whose servant I healed with a word, for the blind man whose sight I restored with a touch. Other times, my answer is a door gently closed, shielding you from paths that would harm you. When I told my disciples to cast their nets again after a fruitless night, I was protecting them from despair and leading them to abundance. And then there are times when my answer is simply, wait, not because I'm distant or uncaring, but because I see what you cannot, the full tapestry of your life, woven with threads of past, present, and future. When Lazarus lay in the tomb, Mary and Martha wept, thinking I had abandoned them. Yet I waited, not out of neglect, but to reveal my glory in a way they could not have dreamed. My child, I'm never far from you. I am closer than the air you breathe, my heart beating in rhythm with yours. When I walked the earth, I saw the widow who gave her last coins, unnoticed by the crowd, but precious in my sight. I heard the thief on the cross, his voice hoarse with regret, and I promised him paradise. I see you in the same way, your struggles, your faith, your quiet acts of courage. You are not invisible to me. When you feel the weight of loneliness, when the world seems deaf to your cries, lift your eyes to me. I am the one who never turns away, the one who hears even the silence of your heart. Why does this matter? Because knowing you are seen and heard brings peace, a peace that roots itself deep within, unshaken by the storms around you. You do not need to strive for my attention or perform to earn my care. It is already yours, freely given, eternally yours. When I hung upon that cross, I saw your face among the countless souls I came to save. I heard your voice among the prayers of the ages. My love for you drove me there, and my love for you keeps me here, watching, listening, responding. So, my beloved, the next time you feel unseen, remember this. I see you. The next time you wonder if your prayers matter, know this. I hear you. I am with you, working even now to weave my blessings into your life. My answers may come as a gentle whisper or a mighty wind, as provision or protection, as yes or not yet, but they always come, for I am faithful. Trust me, my child, and let this truth anchor your soul. You are seen, you are heard, you are mine. My beloved child, I see the longing in your heart, the way you count the days, the way you wonder if I've forgotten you and you're waiting. I know how unbearable it can feel, watching time stretch on, yearning for answers. aching for the promises I've placed within you to bloom. But hear me now, with all the tenderness of my heart. I am never late, nor am I ever early. My timing is perfect, a symphony composed by the one who holds eternity in his hands. I see the full picture, your past, your present, your future, and I am working behind the scenes, aligning every note for your good. Imagine a seed buried in the soil. To the eye above, it seems nothing is happening. Silence, stillness, darkness. Yet beneath the surface, that seed is breaking open, stretching toward life, growing roots that will sustain it when it finally bursts forth into the light. You, my child, are that seed. Your waiting is not wasted. It is preparation. I am strengthening you, deepening your roots, shaping you to receive the blessings I have prepared. When I waited to go to Bethany, Lazarus' sisters thought I delayed too long, but my timing brought forth a miracle greater than they could have imagined. Life from death, hope from despair. You may have prayed for something, a healing, a door to open, a burden to lift, and wondered why the answer tarries. It is not because I turn a deaf ear or lack the power to move. It is because I love you too much to give you a gift before you're ready to hold it fully. What good is a blessing if it arrives too soon, in a season when you cannot see its worth or wield its purpose? My blessings come wrapped in perfect timing, exceeding your expectations, fulfilling your deepest needs. When I fed the 5,000, I did not rush. I waited until their hunger was keen, then multiplied the loaves to show my abundance. Trust me, my child. Trust that I know what you need and when you need it. Every delay has a purpose, though you may not see it now. When I walked the earth, my hour had not yet come until the Father's perfect moment arrived. Even my mother at Cana had to trust my timing, and from that trust flowed wine from water, a blessing beyond measure. Your waiting is building your character, strengthening your faith, preparing you for the abundance I have planned. Lean into me in this season, for I am with you, shaping both the gift and the receiver. Do not grow weary, my beloved. The world may rush and clamor, but my pace is steady, my purpose sure. When you feel like nothing is happening, know that I am at work, mending, preparing, perfecting. The promise I've spoken over you will come to pass, not in haste, but in the right time, in the right way. When I raised Jairus' daughter, the mourners laughed at my delay, yet I turned their mourning into joy. So will be with you. Your waiting will give way to wonder, your trust to triumph. Rest in this, my child. I am never late. My promises are not forgotten. They are ripening, ready to burst forth in beauty. Trust my timing, and watch as I bring perfect blessings into your life. Blessings that will leave you in awe of my faithfulness. Stay with me, for the hour is near. My beloved child, I see the heaviness in your heart as you stand at the crossroads of waiting. I know how your soul aches for answers, how you've traced the passing days with a quiet longing, wondering if I've turned my face from you. The silence feels deafening, doesn't it? The stillness seems unbearable, as though the world moves forward while you remain tethered to a moment that refuses to shift. But hear me now, with all the tenderness of my eternal love. I am never late, nor am I ever early. My timing is perfect, a divine rhythm orchestrated by the one who spoke the stars into being and set the tides in motion. I am weaving a story in your life, and every thread, every pause, every delay is part of a masterpiece you cannot yet fully see. Imagine a farmer tending his field. He plants a seed beneath the soil, and to the untrained eye, nothing happens. Days pass, then weeks, and the surface remains unchanged, barren, quiet, unyielding. Yet beneath that stillness, a miracle unfolds. The seed splits, its roots dig deep, its life stretches toward the sun it cannot yet touch. That, my child, is you in this season of waiting. You are not forgotten. You are growing. I am strengthening your roots, preparing your heart, aligning every detail so that when my blessing blooms, it will stand firm against the winds of this world. Your waiting is not punishment. It is preparation, a sacred space where I refine you, for what lies ahead. When I walked among you, my timing often puzzled those I loved. Consider Lazarus, my dear friend. His sisters, Mary and Martha, sent word to me when he fell ill, pleading for my help. They knew I could heal him. Hadn't I opened blind eyes and made the lame walk? Yet I lingered, waiting 2 days more before setting out. To them, it seemed too late. Their brother lay cold in a tomb, their hope buried with him. But my delay was not neglect, it was purpose. When I called Lazarus forth, wrapped in grave clothes yet alive, I showed them that my timing transcends human understanding. What they saw is the end. I turned into a beginning, a testimony of my power that echoed beyond their village to the ends of the earth. You too have prayers that linger unanswered, or so it seems. Perhaps you've asked for healing and your body still aches. Maybe you've sought a way forward and the door remains shut, or you've cried out for relief from a burden and the weight persists. My child, I am not deaf to your pleas. I hear every word, see every tear, feel every tremor of your heart. But my answers come in my time, not yours, because I see the full picture, past, present, and future woven together in a tapestry of grace. When I waited to turn water into wine at Cana, my mother trusted me, though she did not understand. From that trust flowed a miracle that blessed a wedding and revealed my glory. So it will be with you. Your trust in my timing will birth wonders you cannot yet imagine. In your world today, waiting is a rare and restless art. You live in a time of instant desires, messages sent in a heartbeat, needs met with a touch, answers demanded at once. Yet I call you to a different rhythm, one that echoes the patience of creation itself. Think of the mountains carved by centuries of wind and water, or the oak that rises tall only after decades of silent growth. My work in you follows this sacred pace, not rushed, not haphazard, but deliberate and perfect. When you feel stuck, when others seem to race ahead while you stand still, do not despair. I am at work behind the scenes, aligning people, opening paths, preparing your spirit for the abundance I have promised. Trust me, my child. Trust that every delay has a purpose, even when it eludes your sight. When I fed the 5,000, I did not act until their hunger was keen, not to test their patience, but to show my provision in its fullness. 5 loaves and 2 fish became a feast for thousands, because my timing magnified the miracle. So it is with you. What feels like a delay is my hand setting the stage for something greater. I love you too much to give you a gift half-formed, a blessing you're not ready to hold. If I gave you the dream too soon, before your roots were deep, it might wither under the weight of its own beauty. My timing ensures it thrives. Lean into me in this season, my beloved. Waiting builds your faith, teaching you to rely not on what you see, but on who I am. When I hung upon the cross, the world thought it was over. 3 days of silence seemed to seal my defeat. Yet in that waiting, I conquered death. And on the 3rd day, I rose to bring you life. Your waiting, too, holds power. It shapes your character, deepens your trust, draws you closer to my heart. When I raised Jairus' daughter, the mourners scoffed at my delay, but I turned their laughter into awe. Your moment is coming. Trust me, and it will exceed your wildest hopes. What does this mean for you today? When a job doesn't come, when the healing tarries, when a dream feels distant, do not let impatience rob you of my peace. Bring your longing to me, lay it at my feet, and rest in the assurance that I am never late. Look around. See the small mercies I scatter in your waiting. The friend who listens, the sunrise that greets you, the strength that carries you one more day. These are signs of my presence, whispers of my promise. Trust my timing, my child, and watch as I bring perfect blessings into your life. Blessings that will stand as testimonies of my faithfulness, shining like stars in the night. My beloved child, I see you laboring under loads I never intended for you to carry. Fear that gnaws at your peace. Worry that clouds your days. Pressures that bend your spirit low. Why do you cling to these burdens? As though they define you, or prove your worth. You are not made to walk this path alone, weighed down by the troubles of this world. I am here, standing before you with arms wide open, longing to take every weight from your shoulders. Surrender them to me, my child, for in letting go, you will find a strength far greater than your own, a peace that flows like a river, a renewal that lifts you above the storm. Picture yourself standing by a shore, clutching a heavy stone. Your arms ache, your hands tremble, yet you hold on, fearing that to release it is to lose something vital. But what if I told you that stone is not your strength, it's your chain? As long as you grip it, you cannot take my hand, cannot feel the lightness I offer. When you let it fall into the water, it sinks, and you rise, free to breathe, free to rest, free to receive what I long to give. Surrender is not weakness, my child. It is victory. It is the courage to trust me with what you cannot control, the faith to believe I can carry what you cannot. While I walked the earth, I saw a man by the pool of Bethesda, paralyzed for 38 years. He had no one to help him, no strength to reach the healing waters. But I came to him, looked into his eyes, and said, "Rise, take up your mat, and walk." He surrendered his despair to me, and in that moment, I gave him freedom, not just for his body, but for his soul. So it is with you. Bring me your fears, the shadows that whisper in the night, the unknowns that loom large. Bring me your pain, the wounds that time hasn't healed, the grief that lingers. Bring me your doubts, your questions, even the anger you hide. I'm not shaken by them. I am your Savior, who knelt in the dust to lift the fallen, who bore the cross so you might stand upright. I carry that cross for you, my child. Every step up Golgotha, every thorn pressed into my brow, every nail driven through my hands, it was for you. When I cried, "It is finished," I meant that your burdens are no longer yours to bear alone. On that hill, I took the weight of sin, shame, and sorrow, not just to redeem you, but to free you from the loads that crush your spirit. When I calmed the storm on the sea, my disciples trembled, thinking they would perish. Yet with a word, I stilled the waves and their fears. That same power is here for you now. Surrender your storm to me, and I will speak peace over your soul. In your life today, burdens pile high, don't they? You worry about tomorrow. Will there be enough money, enough time, enough strength? You carry the expectations of others, the sting of rejection, the pressure to be more than you feel you can be. The world tells you to hold on, to fight alone, to prove yourself through your struggle. But I say, come to me. Lay it all at my feet. The anxiety that keeps you awake, the guilt that haunts you, the dreams you fear will never come. I'm not a distant judge, tallying your failures. I am the one who wept with Lazarus' sisters, who touched the leper no one else would approach. I am here to carry what you cannot. What happens when you surrender? A miracle unfolds. Your heart, once heavy, grows light as a feather on the wind. Your mind, once tangled, finds rest in my care. Your spirit, once weary, is renewed with a strength that defies explanation. There is no burden too great for me. I parted the Red Sea for my people. I shut the lions' mouths for Daniel. I raised Lazarus from the tomb. Your troubles are not beyond my reach. When I fed the 5,000, I took a boy's small offering and multiplied it. Surrender your smallness to me, and I will multiply it into abundance. Peace in chaos, hope in despair, joy in sorrow. You don't face this alone, my beloved. In a world that races and strives, where rest is a luxury and surrender feels like defeat, I offer you a different way. Think of the mother who works tirelessly, the student who fears failure, the friend who hides their pain. Each carries a load they need not bear. You, too, have your struggles, the silent battles no one sees, the fears you buried deep. But I see them, and I am with you. Closer than a brother, stronger than any foe. When I rose from the grave, I broke the chains of death and despair. Let me break your chains now. Release your burdens and step into my embrace. So my child, come, lay down every worry at my feet, every fear in my hands, every tear in my care. Let me take them, heal them, transform them into testimonies of my love. In surrender, you'll find the peace you crave, the strength you seek, the freedom I died to give you. I am here, waiting to lift you up. Trust me. Let go, and let my peace flood your soul. A peace that the world cannot give, a peace that only I can provide. My beloved child, do you truly grasp how deeply I love you? My love is not a fleeting spark, dimmed by your missteps or swayed by your deeds. It is not a shallow stream that dries up in drought, nor a fragile thread that snaps under strain. My love is an ocean, vast, unyielding, eternal, washing over you with a force that nothing in this world can break. You don't have to earn it, for it is already yours. You don't have to prove your worth, for I see you as priceless every moment of your life. Even when you stumble, even when you fall, my love stands firm, a lighthouse in the storm, a rock beneath your feet. Think of a child running through a field, tripping over roots, tumbling into the grass. Does their father turn away, ashamed of their faltering steps? No, he rushes to them, lifts them with gentle hands, smiles at their courage to try again. So it is with me, my child. I am not a stern master, counting your failures or waiting for perfection. I am your father, delighting in your every effort, ready to catch you when you fall. Nothing you do can deepen my love, for it is already infinite. Nothing you do can diminish it, for it is rooted in who I am. Love itself, unchanging and everlasting. When I walked the earth, I sought those the world rejected. I sat with Zacchaeus, the tax collector scorned by all, and called him friend. I touched the woman bent by bleeding, unclean in their eyes, and made her whole. I welcomed the children when my disciples shooed them away, for my love knows no conditions, no limits. To the thief crucified beside me, gasping his last, I promise paradise, not because he deserved it, but because my love reaches even the broken. My child, that same love envelopes you now. When you feel unworthy, I call you mine. When you stray, I pursue you. When you fall, I lift you up. This love is the heartbeat of every blessing I give. When I hung upon the cross, it was not duty that held me there. It was you. I saw your face in the crowd of souls I came to save, knew your name as the nails pierced my hands, bore your shame as the sky darkened. My love drove me to that hill, and my love raised me from that tomb, not just to redeem you, but to claim you forever. There is no height too high, no depth too deep, no distance too far where my love cannot find you. When the storms rage, when the world turns cold, my love is your shelter, your anchor, your song. In your life today, love often feels fragile, tied to what you do, how you look, what you achieve. You chase approval from others, fearing rejection if you falter. A friend's silence wounds you. A harsh word cuts deep. A failure makes you question your worth. But my love is different. It doesn't waver when you stumble, doesn't fade when you're weak. Think of the worker overlooked for praise, the parent exhausted by unseen labor, the soul who feels invisible in a crowded room. I see them, and I see you. My love declares you cherished, chosen, enough. Not because of what you've done, but because of who you are to me. Rest in this, my beloved. Let my love wash over you like a tide, sweeping away the lies that you're not enough, healing the scars of rejection, filling the empty spaces with peace. When I told my disciples, greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life, I lived it for you. My death was my love made visible, my resurrection its triumph. No power in heaven or earth can separate you from it. Not your past, not your pain, not the doubts that whisper in the night. My love is your foundation, steady when all else shakes. What does this mean for you? When the world measures you and finds you wanting, lift your eyes to me. I measure you by my heart, and you are precious beyond words. When you feel alone, know I am near, whispering your name. When you stumble, don't hide. Run to me, and I will raise you up. My love frees you from striving, from comparing, from seeking worth in fleeting things. It gives you courage to face the day, peace to sleep at night, hope to dream again. In a world of shifting shadows, my love is your light, unshakable, eternal, yours. So my child, embrace this truth. Let it sink into your bones. Let's steady your soul. My love is not a reward. It's a gift, sealed in my blood, carried by my spirit. You are mine, and I will never let you go. Walk in this love. Rest in its embrace, and let it be the song that carries you through life's storms. My love for you is everlasting, unchanging, unfailing, forever. My beloved child, I long to open your eyes to the fullness of my blessings. Not just the fleeting treasures you can hold in your hands, but the eternal gifts that touch the depths of your soul. Too often, your heart turns to what shines. Wealth to ease your worries, possessions to fill your days, success to lift your name. I care for your needs. My child, as a shepherd tend his flock, I provided manna in the wilderness, fish for my disciples, wine at Cana, but my blessings reach beyond what you can see or touch. They are treasures that endure, woven into the fabric of eternity, yours to claim if you will trust me fully. Picture a man hoarding gold in a storm-tossed ship. The waves rise, the hull cracks, and his riches sink to the sea's depths. What good is wealth without peace to savor it? What joy can possessions bring if your spirit restless? When I fed the 5,000, I gave him bread, yes, but more than that, I gave him myself. My presence filled their hunger. My power stilled their doubts. My love bound them together. My blessings are the quiet strength that rises in you when life crumbles, the peace that floods your heart when chaos reigns, the hope that lights the darkest night. They are eternal, salvation's promise, heaven's joy, my nearness forever. In your world today, blessings are often measured by what glitters: more money, bigger homes, louder applause. You chase these, thinking they'll satisfy, yet find them hollow when the shine fades. A worker labors for a raise, only to feel empty when it comes. A parent buys gifts, yet their child craves time. I see this, my child, and I offer more. Wisdom when choices loom, courage when fears growl, grace when you fall. When I healed the blind man, I gave him sight, but first I gave him me, his true need met in my touch. So it is with you. I know your deepest longings, and I meet them with gifts that last. Trust is the key, my beloved. Without it, you hesitate, clutching your plans, doubting my heart. But when you trust me, my favor flows like a river. Trust isn't easy. I know the path blurs, the answer's tarry, the storms howl. Yet I hold the universe in my hands. I still the sea. I raise the dead. Can I not guide your life? When Peter stepped onto the water, trusting my voice, I held him up. Step out, my child, even when it feels risky, and I will meet you there. Trust is a bridge to my abundance. Cross it and see what I prepared. Obedience flows from trust, and it's no burden. It's freedom. When I told the fishermen to cast their nets again, they obeyed despite exhaustion, and their boats overflowed. My commands aren't chains. They're paths to life, protecting you, leading you to my best. In your life, obedience might mean forgiving when it hurts, giving when you feel scarce, stepping forward when you'd rather retreat. It's hard, yes, but I see what you cannot. The dangers I shield you from, the blessings I'm preparing. Every step of obedience draws you closer to me, unlocking peace in turmoil, clarity in confusion, joy in surrender. And my blessings, they're not yours alone. Like a river, they flow through you to others. Your kindness lifts a stranger. Your faith inspires a friend. Your story echoes my love. In a world of closed fists, open your hands. Share what I give, and I'll refill you with more. When I multiplied the loaves, a boy's small gift fed thousands. Your small acts, your smile, your time, your trust, multiply in my hands, touching lives you may never know. This is my heart, to bless you, and through you, to bless the world. What impossibility towers before you? A dream too big, a wound too deep, a fear too strong? I parted the Red Sea. I crumbled Jericho's walls. I raised Lazarus. Nothing is too hard for me. Bring it to me, your hopes, your hurts, your doubts, and trust that I can do more than you dream. When I walked the earth, the sick came to me, the broken sought me, and I turned their impossibilities into miracles. I'm the same today. Your mountains are molehills to me. Step forward in faith and watch me move. Seek me above all, my child. My presence is your greatest blessing. Not what I give, but who I am. In a world chasing the next thing, seek the eternal. My peace in your chaos. My strength in your weakness. My love in your loneliness. When I said, seek first my kingdom, I promised all else would follow. I know your needs, the bills, the relationships, the dreams, and I care. But nothing fills your soul like I do. Spend time with me. Rest in my word. Let me be your treasure. In me, you'll find life itself. So, my beloved, trust me fully. Obey my voice. Share my love. Believe my power. My blessings are eternal, beyond rust, beyond loss, beyond time. In your daily grind, when hope wanes or fear creeps in, lift your eyes to me. I am eager to bless you, not just with what fades, but with what lasts. Stay with me, for the best is yet to. My beloved child, why do you carry burdens I never meant for you to bear? I see you, stooped beneath the weight of fear, worry, and the pressures of this world, trudging a path you were not made to walk alone. I am here, arms outstretched, waiting for you to lay everything at my feet. There is a power in surrender, not weakness but strength, not defeat but victory. When you cling to these heavy loads, your hands grow tired, your spirit wanes, and you cannot reach for the peace I long to give. But when you release them to me, your heart becomes light, your mind finds rest, and your soul is renewed. Picture yourself gripping a stone, its edges cutting into your palms. As long as you hold it, you cannot take my hand, but when you let it fall, I can lift you up, carry you through the storm, fill you with hope. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means giving over, trusting me with what you cannot control. I carried a cross for you, my child, so you would not have to bear the weight of sin or sorrow alone. When I cried out on that hill, it is finished, I meant it. Your burdens are mine to bear, if you will let me take them. Bring me your fears, the shadows that haunt your nights, the what-ifs that steal your peace. Bring me your pain, the wounds that linger, the losses that ache. Bring me your doubts, your questions, even your anger. I am not shaken by them. I'm not a distant king, frowning at your weakness. I am your Savior, who knelt to wash the feet of my disciples, who wept with Mary and Martha, who bore the thorn so you might wear a crown of grace. I am here to carry what you cannot. When I walked the earth, I met a man paralyzed for 38 years. He had no one to help him into the pool, but I saw him. I told him to rise, take his mat, and walk. And he did, because he trusted me with his burden. So it is with you, my child. Surrender your load, and I will give you strength to rise. When I calmed the storm, my disciples feared they would perish. Yet I spoke peace over the waves. That same peace is yours if you let go and let me work. What happens when you surrender? Something miraculous. Your spirit lifts, your eyes see anew, and my presence floods in where fear once reigned. There is no situation too tangled, no pain too deep, no obstacle too great for me. I parted the Red Sea. I shut the lions' mouths. I raised the dead. Your burdens are not beyond my power. Lay them down, my beloved, and let me fill you with my peace, a peace that surpasses understanding, a strength that defies your weariness. You do not face this alone. I am with you, closer than a brother, stronger than any foe. When I hung upon the cross, I bore the weight of the world's sin, your sorrow, your shame. I did not falter then, and I will not falter now. Surrender is your gateway to freedom, the key to the rest your soul craves. Trust me with what you cannot fix. and watch as I turn your ashes into beauty, your mourning into joy. So, my child, come to me. Lay down every worry, every fear, every tear at my feet. Let me take them. Let me heal them. Let me transform them. In surrender, you'll find the strength you've sought, the peace you've longed for, the victory I've won for you. I am here, waiting, eager to lift you up. Release your burdens and step into my embrace. Here you are safe. Here you are whole. My beloved child, do you know how deeply I love you? My love is not like the love of this world. Fickle, fleeting, tied to what you do or how you perform. My love is constant, unshakable, everlasting. You don't have to earn it. It is already yours. You don't have to prove your worth to me, for I see your worth every moment of every day. Even when you stumble, even when you fall, my love remains a steady flame that no wind can extinguish, no darkness can dim. Think of a child learning to walk. They toddle, they trip, they tumble to the ground. Do the parent love them less for their stumbles? No, they rejoice in every step, lift them up with tender hands, cheer them on with every try. So it is with me, my child. I am not standing over you with a scowl, tallying your mistakes. I am beside you, delighting in your efforts, ready to catch you when you fall. Nothing you do can make me love you more, and nothing you do can make me love you less. My love is not a reward. It is who I am, and you are mine. When I walked the earth, I sought the broken, the outcast, the sinner. I ate with tax collectors, touched the lepers, welcomed the children. Why? Because my love knows no bounds, no conditions. To the woman caught in sin, I offered forgiveness, not stones. To Peter, who denied me, I gave restoration, not rejection. My child, that same love flows to you now, boundless, unbroken, eternal. Even when you feel unworthy, I call you beloved. Even when you stray, I seek you out. This love is the foundation of every blessing I long to give. When I hung upon the cross, it was love that held me there. Not nails, not duty, but love for you. I saw your face, knew your name, bore your shame, so you might stand in my grace. My love is sacrificial, enduring, limitless. There's no height too high, no depth too low, where it cannot reach you. When the storms rage, when the world fails you, my love stands firm, an anchor for your soul. Rest in this, my beloved. Let my love wash over you like a river, soothing your fears, healing your wounds, filling your heart with peace. You don't need to strive for approval or seek worth in the eyes of others. My love declares you cherished, chosen, secure. When I rose from the tomb, I shattered the chains of death and doubt, proving that my love conquers all. It conquers your past, your pain, your fears. Nothing can separate you from it. So my child, embrace this truth. Let's sink deep. Let it steady you. My love is not a fleeting whisper. It is a roar, a promise, a covenant sealed in my blood. You are mine, and I will never let you go. Walk in this love, rest in its embrace, and know that it is the source of all I am and all I give. My love for you is everlasting, unchanging, unfailing, yours forever. Part 7. My blessings are eternal. Trust me fully, my beloved child. I long for you to understand the fullness of my blessings, not just the fleeting treasures of this world, but the eternal gifts that reach into the depths of your soul. So often, your mind turns to wealth, possessions, success, things you can touch and see. I care for your needs, yes, and I provide as a father does. But my blessings are so much more. They are peace when chaos swirls, wisdom when paths diverge, strength when your knees buckle. They are treasures no rust can touch, no thief can steal, stored in heaven for you. Consider this. What good is gold without peace to enjoy it? What joy can a house bring if your heart is restless? When I fed the 5,000, I gave them bread, but more than that, I gave them myself, my presence, my power, my love. My blessings sustain you when the world trembles, lift you when life presses down, guide you when the way grows dim. They are the friends who stand by you, the moments of laughter that pierce the gloom, the resilience that carries you through the darkest valleys. But above all, they are eternal, the hope of salvation, the promise of my presence forever. When I walked the earth, I told my disciples, seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added to you. A minute, my child. Seek me, not just what I can give, but who I am, and my blessings will follow. I offer courage to face your fears, grace to endure your trials, joy to light your days. When I healed the paralytic, I first forgave his sins, his greatest need met before his body was restored. So it is with you. I see your deepest longings, and I meet them with myself. Trust is the key, my beloved. Without it, you hold back, questioning my plans, doubting my heart. But when you trust me, you open the floodgates of my favor. Trusting me is not easy. I know the path can blur, the answers delay, the storms roar. Yet I hold the stars in place. I calm the seas. Can I not guide your life? Trust is a bridge, connecting you to my abundance. When I called Peter to walk on water, he stepped out in faith, and I held him up. Step out, my child, and I will meet you there. Obedience flows from trust, and it is no burden. It is a gift. When I told the fishermen to cast their nets again, they obeyed despite their weariness, and their boats overflowed. My commands lead you to life, protect you from harm, draw you to my heart. Obedience unlocks my provision, clarity in confusion, peace in uncertainty, joy in surrender. And as you receive, let my blessings flow through you. Your kindness, your faith, your story touching others, reflecting my love. What impossibility looms before you? A mountain of doubt, a sea of fear, a part of the Red Sea. I raise the dead. Nothing is too hard for me. Bring me your dreams, your struggles, lay them at my feet, and trust that I can do more than you imagine. My child, seek me above all. My presence is your greatest blessing, eternal, unshakable, yours. Trust me fully, obey my voice, and watch as my miracles unfold. I am eager to bless you. Stay with me, for the best is yet to come. Connection to modern life and advice. 200 words. This message from Jesus resonates deeply with our lives today. We rush through days filled with noise, work, screens, endless demands, often missing the quiet voice calling us to listen, trust, and surrender. Like the child in the story, we carry burdens of stress, fear, and doubt, forgetting that we're seen, heard, and loved beyond measure. The promise of intentional blessings, peace, strength, purpose, speaks to our longing for meaning amid chaos. Waiting tests us when instant answers elude us. Yet it builds resilience, much like seeds growing unseen before they bloom. My advice: pause each day to hear his voice, perhaps in prayer, silence, or scripture. Lay down your worries, trusting his timing over your own. Let his love steady you when rejection or failure stings, and share his goodness with others. A kind word, a helping hand. In a world chasing the temporary, seek the eternal, his presence over possessions. When fear whispers, declare his promises. You're not alone. His plan unfolds for you. Live with gratitude, faith, and open hands, and watch his blessings flow. If this message has blessed you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss powerful, life-giving words from the Lord. Together, we'll walk in faith and live fully in the embrace of God's unfailing love. Amen.